In this video, I take you along for a few days of training for the Ballarat Marathon, where I unfortunately temporarily enter my flop era during my deload week. But don't worry, all is solved by a weekend trip to Sydney for a friend's wedding. So, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. Morning, it's 5:10 and I'm about to go open water swimming. I totally wasn't going to do this session, but my friend Sarah messaged me last night saying that she was coming, which is totally the power of having friends who do the activities that you want to do. They act as the motivation sometimes. So, let's go do some swimming. 'Sarah, we just did our swim.
Hey.
I ended up swimming at 2.7. How far did you go?
Not that far.
You haven't even saved it yet.
Saved it. 1 second. I think it was like 1.5.
Nice. We went in Tully Creek and then my group swam all the way around to Palm Beach and we were doing in and outs through the waves, which honestly was like kind of taking me out. I was like,
yeah, there was surf. I would not have done that.
I was like hanging out the back, but yeah, it was a good swim this morning and we're just gonna go get changed. I've got a run to do.
Work
Sarah's got work to do.
I would love to be running. 10K run done. I've just gotten home. I need to quickly shower. I'm actually heading off to the GP. I've got to get my iron checked. Okay, hi, editing Bec jumping in here because I don't really feel like I explained this section of the vlog very well. But basically I was feeling pretty flat for the past like few days and it felt a little bit more than just like normal tiredness. And so I thought it might be a good idea to go talk to a doctor and just like ask some questions. I used to be a person who would ignore what their body was telling them and kind of just avoid getting professional help. I was a little bit scared. I didn't really have a doctor who I totally trusted. I was also often quite worried that it was just going to be too expensive to like go to multiple appointments. And I also think that there was part of my brain that was just kind of worried about like admitting that there was a problem and what that might mean, if that might mean that I had to actually take action, slow down, and if that would kind of get in the way of me progressing towards my goals. But basically that just led me to be in this cycle where I would ignore my problems and then they would ultimately just get way worse and I would end up having this problem that was just way bigger than it needed to be. So now I'm trying to be a lot more proactive and just like ask the questions. I was a little bit curious what my iron levels might be doing because I had low iron last year, which is super common for female athletes, and I had an iron infusion for the first time last July. I think it was in my Sydney Marathon training block and it made me feel so much better, but I wasn't really sure how that was tracking and whether my iron had just like dropped again. So I did that. I went and got my blood tested and I'm very glad I did because I actually felt like so much worse that afternoon. I was like so tired I could barely keep my eyes open. I like spent the whole afternoon lying on the couch. So yeah, this is just me saying that as annoying, inconvenient, like scary it can be to go and like seek professional help, it is always worth it. You're better off knowing the answers than ignoring your problems. And I also think like it's super important to just trust yourself. Like, you know your body the best, you know when you're not feeling quite right. And I think it's important to practice like standing up for yourself, advocating for yourself, and just like flagging when things don't feel quite right. Anyway, I will update you about those blood tests later on because it took a few days to get my results. Let's jump back into the vlog on Thursday. Spoiler, I'm not feeling the best, but it does get better. So stick around for that. Thursday morning and I've just driven to a group session. We've got 1K repeats this morning. I am feeling so incredibly tired and like grumpy, like the type of tired where you're like, I don't want to do this, but I've gotten myself here, so I'm just trying to like spin the headspace so that I actually can enjoy this. And like, I'm here with friends, it's 1K repeats, I chose to do this marathon training. I'm trying to like, what's that saying? Follow the plan, not the mood. I'm like kind of infuriating myself by being so like, let's be positive, but it's part of the game of marathon training, I think. It's like, you got to get yourself there and you got to get yourself into a good headspace, because 1K repeats in a bad headspace, it's not going to happen. So let's see what I can rustle up for this. But right now I'm like, oh, please, I could just sleep for another 8 hours, honestly. Okay. Gonna get out of the car, go socialise. I'm sure that'll lift my mood. Do you want to give us a rundown?
Alrighty, just finished up the session with the crew. Did 6 to 8 reps of the 1K. Crew did really well.
Doing a vlog?
Doing a vlog.
Do you want me to hold it?
Ooh, I can see myself.
Oh, how good.
A few different groups this morning. Bec, very smart this morning. Was feeling it. Probably a little bit cooked and called the session early, so.
Not my best.
But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just put themselves in a hole and then they'll be in a hole for the next few days. So if you're a runner and you feel fatigued or you've got a lot of stress going on at work or whatever in your life, take it easy. Look after yourself. You've always got the next day. It's all about consistency. Consistency wins.
Coach Jai with the wise words there. Monica did really well. How many did you do?
I did 6 of their 1K effects, and honestly it was so hard, but it was a beautiful morning, and now I've got coffee.
They were running really fast. What pace were you doing?
The first ones I did 3 minutes and then I did 3:45.
Guys, that's me. My friends are fast. No, you're good. She's dead.
She's a superstar.
Ta-da! Hello. I've got my 2 sleepy guys here with me, very much representing the mood. I just thought I would do a quick little check-in. So I went to the session this morning, and as you probably saw, I really was not in the headspace to be doing a session. I have just been so tired this whole week. I think last Friday I did a pretty hard long run which had a lot of efforts in it, and then for the rest of the day was just like so exhausted, like so tired. I wanted to run with a friend, and so I had to get up pretty early because she had to get to work at a certain time. So that meant that was like a 4 a.m. wake up. The next morning on Saturday I had a very fun event with my friend Keegan. He was hosting a trail run event, but again it was a very early morning. I think I got up at 4 to get there by 5, that kind of thing. And then after that trail run, socialized, got coffee with friends, came home, did our groceries, cleaned our whole house, like did not stop moving, and then hosted a barbecue, had a few drinks, just like spent the whole day moving, grooving, having a great time, which is great, but I could just feel my body was like slowly depleting, and I didn't have that time to just like put my feet up and rest after the long hard sessions. And then by Sunday I just was like hit with this wave of exhaustion. It was my first rest day for that week, and I also got my period, and it was like 30 something degrees here. So it was just like this perfect storm of like everything felt exhausting, and my whole body just was like, I cannot move. Predictable. I got a bit of a sore throat, a bit of a stuffy nose, nothing too crazy. Like I didn't get a full cold, but it was just like my body being like, you need to chill. Like, you can't keep doing everything that you're doing at this level, which I think was probably a good like warning sign. Hi, Ralphie. I feel like, yeah, there always comes a point in marathon training where you're riding high and you think you can do everything. You can fit in marathon training and socializing and work and all of your commitments, and then sometimes it just piles up and it gets a bit much and the body says no. So that was Sunday. Then on Monday oh no. Hi. Then on Monday, Hamish and I did the Burley Swim Run, which was a local race that we'd booked in like a couple of months ago. And I was so excited for that. I was a little bit like sad that I didn't feel better, that I didn't have like 100% energy to put into that. So it ended up being just like a fun run around the beach, and that's fine because it is just a local race. Again, it was just like back to back to back. Tuesday got up for run club very early. Wednesday I went swimming with a friend and then had a run. I ended up doing 10Ks. I was hoping to get 13Ks done, but I ran out of time and honestly energy. And then yesterday I was just like running around doing various tasks. Like, that's life, isn't it? And then so I got up this morning. Classic Hamish is making a smoothie right now. I'm just gonna talk over the smoothie sound, sorry. So anyway, by the time I woke up this morning, again, another 4 a.m. wake up. I think it has been 4 a.m. wake ups like almost every day for the last like 2 weeks, which, oh, there we go, he stopped. Anyway, the point of this story is that, yes, I got through the warm-up of the session and then I was meant to be doing 6 to 8 1K repeats, and I wanted to be hitting around the 4:05 pace. And just sitting in the car this morning, I was like, I don't have it in me, and I really don't like to sit in that mindset because I feel like so much of running is mindset. Like, if you already are opting out, you're saying I can't make those paces, then there's no way in hell you're going to make those paces. So I was really trying to switch my mindset up, be really positive, like not write it off and just be like, okay, just do one at a time. You are getting fitter. This is a deload week. Like, the body should be feeling okay. Like, just get out there and give it a go. And I did the first one and I was kind of like hanging off the back of the girls that I normally run with. And I think I ran a 4:10 and I could already, like, there's a difference in feeling when you're like tired at the end of a good workout, and then there's this different feeling that I get that's like a deep fatigue, where it's like, even when my brain is like telling my muscles to go faster, just nothing is happening. Like, there's like such a disconnect, and I just felt like so heavy and tired, and just like I could feel my mind slipping. And those are the moments where I'm like, I'm gonna send myself into a hole if I keep pushing. So I did the second one because I was like, I don't know, you're always like, oh, I'll just do one more, like maybe the next one will feel better. Sometimes the first rep of a session always feels the worst. So I did the second one, I held on with the girls, and we ran like just under 4 minutes. So like, amazing. That was already an improvement. But I just got to the end of that one and went, no, like, this is not worth doing. The point of me sharing that is like, I was disappointed. That feeling of failure of like everybody else here, like there was like 30, 40 people doing the session and I'm the only one who's said, no, I can't do it. Like, part of me is like, oh, I want to say that I'm like feeling weak or like not good enough, or like I'm a failure, or I don't want my goals as much as other people do. Like, I'm not working hard enough. But that's not the case. Like, the case was I was listening to my body, I didn't feel good, and so I stopped. And, you know, that's one day in 16 weeks of training that didn't go so great. So that's okay, like we'll come back from that. Basically, my mindset now is I skipped my gym session, I came home, had a big breakfast, took a nap, and we're actually heading down to Sydney this afternoon. So I've packed, I've had some more food, like lots of carbs, had some toast and peanut butter, honey, banana, which was really yummy. I've had my electrolytes, and I'm just gonna go and enjoy this weekend in Sydney with some friends and going to a wedding. I plan to go for a run at Centennial tomorrow because that's my favorite place in the whole world, and I want to catch up with some friends, but it's just gonna be an easy jog. Like, I'll just listen to my body again and see what I'm feeling, and then hopefully by next week we come back ready and raring to go. Yeah, that's my update from today. Not really the update I wanted to give, but it's kind of the reality of marathon training. There's ups and there's downs, and it's more about how you frame them in your mind and how you reflect on them and move forward, rather than actually what happens in the moment. So Deep breaths. Also, I just wanted to say that one of the main reasons I did end up deciding to go to the session this morning was because I wanted to see my friends. And I think that's like such a testament to the culture at the run group that I go to, but just like how motivating having friends at your activities can be. If I was going to do that run this morning by myself, I wouldn't have gone. Like, I would have stayed in bed for sure, but this morning I got up because I wanted to see those people. I wanted to catch up with friends, and I knew I would like laugh and feel a little bit lighter. So even though I finished my session like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before everybody else and just stood around, I was happy to wait around because I knew that I was going to be able to sit down, have a coffee and catch up with people afterwards. And it meant that instead of like going home with this like heavy feeling in my heart of failure, it meant I actually spent quality time with people that I really love and met some new people and just came home feeling like, yeah, annoyed that the session didn't go well, but actually like more fulfilled and happy in my life. So yeah, I just wanted to say like having running friends, having people in your corner can make the world of difference. It's now week 5 of Ballarat marathon training, but I wanted to add in one more day to this week's vlog because last week honestly just felt like a bit of a flop and I was very tired, just a little bit negative, I feel like, and I didn't want to end a video on a bad note. So I thought I would hopefully do a good session today and just like finish this one off feeling a little bit more positive about this training. I just had the best weekend away that really did a lot for my mindset because I can just feel that I've come back this week like ready and raring to go because I let go for a second. I think that's really important. So anyway, I'm here at a track. I actually have never run at this grass track before. It's at Pizzey Park on the Gold Coast. As you saw, my session last week did not go well. So I'm hoping to redeem myself today, but I'm also trying to not put too much pressure on myself. I think that is often my reaction when I have a bad session is like, okay, like I really need this next one to go well to like prove to myself that I'm still a good runner. So I'm trying to unlearn that habit. So no pressure on today, but I've slept, I've eaten enough this morning. We're ready for a good session. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want to be putting in a solid effort. Gave myself a bit of a sleep in this morning. This is just like the complete push and pull of marathon training on the Gold Coast in the summer right now, which means that it is now 8:40. It's pretty hot. It's muggy, it's hot, it's humid, but I think the sleep was worthwhile. So that's what we're fighting with. Let's go run.